Today, just some game status updates. We'll have 4 players that will be out: TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Miles Price, and then we will not be opening up bringing Gavin Bartholomew to the roster. Had a great week of practice, but we will not be doing that. So we'll rule him out today. 1 player questionable will be Dwight McLaughlin, question for the game. Everybody else will go in with no designation. JJ McCarthy will start the football game. He did a great job this week. Had some really as close to a full practice week with a few reps on Wednesday he didn't take, but full the last couple days, and he's in a good spot going into the game. Obviously important game for us. It's a division NFC North home game in front of our fans. We're so appreciative of not only the environment we had on Christmas, but just the environments we've had every single week. Unbelievable fan base and place to play our home games. We've got to take every single one of those opportunities we get with an expectation we're going to go out and do everything we can to win the football game and finish this season off the right way. With a challenging. Matt's going to have his team ready to go, and we know it's going to be a challenge. I also want to saw that you guys gave Justin Jefferson the Corey Stringer Media Good Guy Award. I'm so proud of him and appreciate you guys recognizing him in the way he's carried himself all season, the leadership he's shown as a captain of this football team. Just so fortunate to have a player of his caliber, but the person and leader that he's become, as well as just it's something I'm very much proud of Justin for. So with that, I'll open it up to you guys.
TJ, just what have you thought of this season now that it's over?
Yeah, I think, in regards to, any aspect of kind of individual statistics or things like that for, our pass game was not to our standard that we had set the previous 3 years, and we've got to do things starting with me to evaluate that and whether it's schematically or whatever it may be to improve going into 2026. Well, we have another opportunity. We've seen some improvement in our offense to do whatever's required on that given Sunday to win football games over the last 4, and we're going to do the same with whatever it takes to try to win a game this Sunday. But I think TJ really, his emphasis on being a complete 3-down tight end has been on display. He's had some impactful plays in the red zone. He's had some impactful plays on early downs, 3rd down in the pass game. But what I've been most proud of is the physicality and his willingness to truly be that every down tight end. We just so happen to have Josh Oliver, who's one of the best Y tight ends, with his ability at the line of scrimmage and the run and pass phase to be such a high-level blocker. We have the benefit of having a tight end room that allows guys to do their skill sets at a high level. But I'm just proud of the way TJ's attacked it and shown he can be a totally complete tight end in the NFL, and excited for what's ahead for TJ.
What does it say for Brian O'Neill to kind of work through what he's worked through and be ready to go?
Yeah, he was close last week. He was trying to get there. Just short week was awfully tough, but he's ready to go and ready to lead us on Sunday.
Yesterday, Justin Jefferson was talking about wanting to get together with JJ this season. Just how important is it for them this offseason to get together and try to get on the same page?
Yeah, I think, over the last few years, the groups of guys have found ways to do that, and I think it's really important, especially with the calendar, the way it's set up now, so you can really, hit the ground running when the off-season program comes around, and whether that's the time when these guys, get going when they start ramping back up for the off-season program, or that critical time during the break between the end of after mini camp before training camp. There's opportunities there, and our guys are taking advantage of it. But I think it's just another example of Justin. He's so much more than just a wide receiver to our team, and those guys building that rapport will be huge. Just getting as many reps as possible. It was nobody's fault by any stretch, and Justin got himself ready for the season. But you look back on that time in training camp when Justin was kind of working through his deal. You look back on a lot of those routes on air, 7-on-7s, individual periods, team periods where it was time that could have been used, and so I think he's just being getting out in front of what's important to him, which is, the Minnesota Vikings being the best team we can be next year.
Kind of sitting out after last year, wanting to immediately improve that interior offensive line.
Yeah.
I know that you struggled at center. How did the guards play? How have you felt about them and their future?
Yeah, I think you look at Donovan Jackson, as a guy we brought in here, young player, and outside of a couple games, where he had to get his wrist fixed, and even the game he played where we beat Cincinnati, his willingness and desire to be out there with the guys as much as possible was huge. And then I thought the best thing about Donovan is he's talented, he's gifted, he's got great experience from the collegiate level, but his ability to self-correct and as a young player learn even in game, something happens early on in a game, he can correct it the next drive or the next quarter, and can do it that day. I couldn't be more excited about what Donovan's got out in front of him and his future here, and what he's demonstrated here, in this first year, which is difficult to do no matter what your background is or what level of competition you played at in college. The NFL game is different, and Donovan has proven to be capable. And then Will Fries, to coming off the injury he had, to be out there each and every Sunday and really work himself in a lot of ways, using game reps to get himself back feeling to a certain level. Excited for him to have a full off season, and obviously those guys both have demonstrated a lot of things that we're excited about, and it's just going to be our whole team mindset is going to be chasing improvement and making sure that we've learned that everything matters, from a standpoint of winning football games, because you never know, it could be the first play of the season that causes you to potentially be a half game out in the end when it's all said and done and the dust settles. So we've learned a lot as a team, and I think those guys have proven at the guard spots to really give us something to look forward to as we continue to be on the hunt for the best protection and run blocking we can find.
You referenced that scenario of being maybe a half game or a game out of the playoffs. How much has that been in front of your mind as you watch the standings here in the past few weeks?
Yeah, it really, when we've challenged and really asked the players to just kind of a few weeks back, just in a couple different ways, challenging guys to understand, we may be out of it, but there's so much to play for, not only in the present but in the future, and they've just answered the bell on that. But I'm sure as we watch these playoffs get started and we're not a part of it, it's going to sting. It's going to sting, and I know it stings everybody in this building, our ownership, and certainly our fan base, and we've got to find a way to punch a ticket into the tournament. And it's easy to say when you get into December, like you're playing for a chance to get into the playoffs, but we've got to understand it might be this play in September, October, or November that ultimately determines your ability to have the best path to get in, and we've got to understand that. We've learned that this year for sure, really being the first time since I've been here that we didn't have a Sunday where there was at least a chance at being involved in the postseason. So definitely a lesson that we've all got to learn and understand all the little things that will add up to something special moving forward, because we've learned that lesson this year.
JJ, you had said that he needed to have the grip.
Yep.
Was that right away? Did you see that he had that?
I was. It really started. I think I mentioned to you guys Tuesday. He was able to get a throwing workout in with the training staff, and he felt great and felt like he can get in. And we still wanted to be smart Wednesday, so we didn't have him take every possible rep. But before it was all said and done, he did quite a bit Wednesday, and then was able to go Thursday and Friday full and threw the ball well. So excited to see him play Sunday. It's going to be his 10th start. Has gained some experience and gets an opportunity to lead the team on Sunday, which is important.
Kevin and Aaron obviously didn't enjoy the same health they had last season.
Yeah.
The tandem with him play out the way.
Yeah, I think so. From a standpoint of having both those guys, and they were both had moments where it truly did feel like we had two different backs, but two guys that could operate under the same the same offense, the same plan, our yards per carry average, and those are guys to find the holes and find the space, and there was a level of physicality to that. It was just a matter of putting it all together with the marriage of the run and the pass to generate not only some explosive but more plays, and I think that's something we've got to take a look at. Our play count being down, whatever it was, 10 to 11 plays a game. You get close to that 5.5 or 6 yard average a play, you can start envisioning, maybe a little bit more close to the consistency overall production offensively that we've had for the first 3 years here. So can't take anything for granted and got to go try to make those things happen. But as far as those guys are concerned, and Jordan's going to get a great opportunity this weekend with Aaron, unfortunately not able to go, and Jordan will show up and be ready to tote the rock for sure.
Last one. We talked a lot about Harrison Smith in his career.
Yeah.
C.J. Ham has been here almost.
Yep.
Just what has C.J. Ham been to you since you've
Yeah, he's multiple-time Pro Bowler. What he is as a football player, with his journey into the NFL and being a tryout guy that makes this team and is a part of this organization for 10 years, then becomes a 2-time Man of the Year nominee, and he is. I said it when he won the award this year from his teammates. You can't find a better example. You can't find a better teammate. You can't find a better player to coach. He is a spectacular human being, great family, and just the work he does in the community. I mean, I could go on and on and on, and if you guys want me to, I will. I know you guys probably have plans to get to here on a Friday, but I love C.J. Ham. I know our fans love C.J. Ham. He's meant the world to me. Thank you for asking.
Okie dokie, there you have it.